Let me tell you something about my mom. Nicest person in the world is trapped. When I say trapped, I mean she's stuck in a state with no IDs to travel. I mean, her eyes have only seen the clouds crumbled over 3 blue skies. I mean, her fingers have never grazed upon the Brazilian rock or the Mayan temple and never will. I mean, she's stuck in a state that isn't even her own, yet she's forced to pretend. Now, let's zoom in. She's trapped in a 3-room apartment with a man that doesn't set aside money for a kiss and a ring. She's trapped in the grocery line. She's trapped between no's and never a yes. She's trapped with ideas of wants and needs, but never plans to do so. This is my undocumented, unmarried mother. Now, I know what you're thinking. Natalia, you shouldn't say that. Natalia, I don't think that's how your mom wants. Yeah. Natalia, what are you doing? But listen. Nobody talks about it, and if nobody's going to talk about it, then obviously I'm going to talk about it because it's an issue we need to talk about. So rule number 1 of undocumentation, you're on your own. Look, I can help you with the process of going in and out of offices with drawers cluttered with papers that do not have your name printed on the margin yet. But if the government doesn't cooperate, then none of our efforts will ever matter. This government still thinks if you give us $1 plastic forks and knives and a $5 meal plan, we'll survive for a week. This government runs on the idea that we shouldn't help minorities as we wipe the sweat beating from our foreheads, hands rattling, sleepy eyes undo the next material on the assembly line that will result into a brand new shirt just for you. This government has an insolent man running for president in spite of dispiriting America, and you know who I'm talking about. Famous Donald Trump has an exact plan on how to deport all undocumented minorities and keep them out. And if my mom is deported, I'm leaving with her. I don't want to stay in a country that looks at documents of identification when my mom doesn't identify by a rule, a number, or a laugh. My mom is the fresh aroma of arroz con dulce. My mom is merengue dances at family parties. Even the stars wait in line just to rattle the planets with her. She is outer space. She is Mother Earth. Rule number 2 of undocumentation. For sale, travel pack, never used. You get a thumbs up if you know where that's from. You can pack your bags, get in a red Honda, and travel all over the United States. My mom doesn't know how to drive, much less how to read the transit map. So she's stuck between New York and New Jersey, only ever felt the wind in her hair as she closed her eyes, and the sensation of freedom overwhelmed her for a split second in Santo Domingo. As a result, crumbling like a piece of paper as if she was a mistake is how she spends most of her nights. Rule number 3 of undocumentation. Mom is the job, so give her a mop. There isn't anyone like her. Moms are your support system, your left shoulder. She inculcates your personality until you were shining bright like all the stars combined in the sky as if the moon created you instead. She conceptualized love for you. Her job is to help the plant seeds grow. Being a mom is a superpower. Do not give her a mop and tell her that's her superpower. Rule number 4 of undocumentation. What's education to someone illegal? My mom has the education of a 6th grader. She will never fling spitballs in back of a teacher's head. Read Othello. Have anxiety wrapped itself around her stomach at the first thought of going to high school. Graduate college. She goes through life with tears in back of her eyes, waiting for the sun to fall and fluorescent lights to leave. She lays down in the cushion while I'm in school and my dad is at work, for her emptiness to cower over her days like an old washing machine. What is education to someone illegal? Everything. Rule number 5 of undocumentation. You don't get the chance to vote. They took her voice, her pride, her thoughts, her freedom. They continue to take and take. She continues to give and give her love, her time, and everything that she has left. Rule number 6 of undocumentation. I don't see you. That's because she is at home with her children. She knows if she goes outside, they will smell the stench of broken bits of illegality stuck in her DNA. So she stays at home where she's a tiny little human with no purpose in life except to give her daughters the want to leave and see the world that she can imagine. Rule number 7 of undocumentation. Fear us with the newscaster voice silhouetted in every shadow in my house, telling her not to leave because danger will open its arms. Not for embraces, not for the euphoria of a kiss, but it will whisper in your ear the truth we try to mask with dollar bills. Rule number 8 of undocumentation, leave. She is staying. Rule number 9 of undocumentation, don't get caught. Rule number 10 of undocumentation, people and things have power. That doesn't include you. Thank you.